there, I'm Chanel Call, and this is The Uplift. We have a great show for you with a great cast of characters, including these. A teacher who took a small stash of money and made it grow by starting a chain reaction of kindness among her students. A group that's helping save Florida's state treasure one manatee at a time. Plus, a man who's had the same job for 50 years, bringing the majestic pursuit of whales to the masses. Plus, Kermit the Frog. Did you know he recently made a move from Hollywood to Atlanta? We'll explain the reason for that relocation. And our Nate Burleson explores a New York City staple. And get this, it's not pizza, it's not bagels. So what delicacy are we talking about? Well, you'll find out. All of that and more heartwarming news. You're watching The Uplift. Welcome to The Uplift, the show that lifts you up for at least the next 30 minutes. It's the middle of winter, and many parts of the country have experienced some frigid temperatures, ice, and snow. It might be wicked weather for adults, but for kids, the potential for a snow day is magical. Here's Steve Hartman.
As the snow piled up, so did the anticipation. Could it happen? Would school be canceled? Absolutely.
Yes!
This week, millions of kids in more than 24 states got at least one snow day, including my kids, who flipped and flopped all over themselves in jubilation. And not just because of the snow.
I caught it!
Or even because of the day off, but because snow days are the ultimate American freebie.
The beauty of a snow day is that you're playing with house money, so you can spend it in any way you want, and you don't have to feel guilty about it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Here.
We can all relate.
That's a great way to put it.
But perhaps no one in America cherishes that feeling more than 64-year-old Jeff Shamus. When Jeff was 14, he got his first and only snow day.
San Francisco looked like a Christmas card after its biggest snowfall in 89 years.
It was February 1976. Jeff was living in the Bay Area, and he vividly remembers the snow and the snowman he built with his sister. He says it was a feeling so grand, he didn't want it to end.
You know, it started melting, and I was like panicking. And the only thing I could think of was, I gotta preserve the moment. That was my only goal.
And that is why, 50 years later, if you look in his garage, in the back left corner of his freezer, you will find what is now widely considered to be the world's oldest snowball.
All right, here it is.
Now a family heirloom, carefully saved in a Skippy peanut butter jar.
You can't let a 50-year-old snowball melt. I'm gonna get some water.
Okay, wait, that's not it, is it?
No.
Bottom line, if you have yet to save your snowball for posterity, there's still plenty of heirloom out there. But don't wait too long.
It's a snow day.
Because the doldrums of spring
It's a snow day.
are now just 51 days away.
And you don't have to do your homework.
Steve Hartman, CBS News, at home.
Mama nature's dropping snow and your school is staying shut.
All right, so winter brings snow day potential to kids, and for some whales, it brings migration potential. Scott Rates from CBS San Francisco recently went whale watching with a captain who's been keeping an eye on these magnificent creatures for about 50 years.
Catching a glimpse of this off the Monterey coast is why folks line up here early every morning.
Are you guys ready to go? Yeah! There we go.
The Princess Monterey is moored here at the Monterey Wharf. Its mission? To find whales.
This is one of the few places where you actually have whales year-round.
Brett Williamson is the captain of this ship. He's only been doing this for 50 years.
It was better than being behind a desk or something for me anyway, so it's worked out.
Captain Williamson says that over the years, he has seen the whale population actually increase.
But now there's more whales now than when I started 50 years ago. As the years have been going along, we're getting more and more whales because there's no hunting of them.
And we're talking about all kinds of whales.
We get killer whales, blue whales, and sperm whales sometimes, fin whales. Humpbacks are our most common whales now, and then we get the gray whales that migrate here between Christmas and Easter.
Right now in the wintertime, we're in the middle of the gray whale migration. making their way south from Alaska down to Baja.
Gina Thomas is the manager here. She tracks the whales very closely.
They say it's approximately a 12,000-mile round-trip journey that these whales make every year.
While they have seen a steady number of whales, the majestic mammal does face dangers.
One of the concerns is the health of the oceans. You know, if that food cycle breaks down, that's going to be a little bit more challenging.
Another concern?
Sometimes I do get entangled in fishing gear.
So there are conflicts between the gear and the whales. So they're trying to reach a kind of a happy medium with new types of gear to use.
Terry Sheneman was the first in line Tuesday morning. For him, every trip is special.
You always see something, so it's never a wasted trip.
Gina telling me that the humpback whales are especially a sight to see.
When you have a 50-foot animal approach the boat, roll over, and look at you eye to eye, that's a decision they've made.
You just never know what you're going to see.
And that's what keeps this captain steering through the waves.
As long as I still enjoy doing it, I'm going to keep doing it.
Coming up, from the whales of Monterey to the manatees of South Florida, we take you on a rescue mission to save a mother and her calf. And we're sticking on theme, well, sort of, from whales to manatees to frogs. Well, one frog in particular, Kermit.
We're in a secret location.
It's an undisclosed location. We should say that we're not even allowed to say where we are.
Why did the beloved Muppet recently make headlines? We'll tell you after this break.
Are you ready? Here he is. He's wrapped in a blanket.
Manatees are a state treasure in Florida, but right now they are under threat. Luckily, there are some groups helping to save and rehabilitate manatees in need, and our Christian Benavides was able to catch one of those rescues.
At Pennycamp State Park near Key Largo.
Coming backwards, 1, 2, 3.
This team from the Dolphin Research Center gathered for a special moment. A manatee mother named Stripes and her calf were released back into the ocean Wednesday after months of rehabilitation from a fishing line accident. Mom required a partial amputation of her fin. Brignac says the rescue was complicated and crucial.
She had just given birth 2 days prior to a calf, and because she had entanglement on both of her pectoral flippers, she wasn't able to nurse the calf.
Cases like Stripes and her calf are not uncommon. Last year, there were 119 rescues statewide. Deaths reached a record 1,100 manatees in 2021. After a sharp drop, the numbers are once again on the rise.
According to Florida's Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, the number of manatee deaths has reached its highest level in the state in 3 years. 632 deaths were reported in 2025.
A colder winter, red tide bloom, and boating accidents are among the most significant causes of death.
We do ask the public to keep an eye out for manatees when they're out boating and report any manatee of concern to the FWC hotline.
I want to see her in the water.
Resident Sandy Bocage was here for the homecoming. She made the phone call when she saw Stripes in trouble last May.
I stayed 6 hours, watching them, and they were so good, watching them take care of her and get her in the truck. So yeah, it's full circle for me.
A new lease on life for Stripes and her calf, now named Argyle, thanks to rescuers looking out for these gentle giants. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Key Largo.
Well, you know him. He's been a staple on the screen since the 1950s, and he used to call Hollywood home. But did you know Kermit the Frog recently made the move to Atlanta? Brian Unger explains.
We're in a secret location.
It's an undisclosed location. We should say that we're not even allowed to say where we are.
Jewel Nash-Malul, museum director for Center for Puppetry Arts, is giving us the first look at this amphibious icon after his 2,000-mile cross-country journey to Atlanta.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here he is. He's wrapped in a blanket.
Kermit the Frog's journey began atop a spire at what was first the century-old Chaplin Studio in Hollywood. When Muppets creator Jim Henson took over the studio in 2000, Kermit towered above the entrance, an enduring symbol of the Muppets' home.
I'm starting to see things that I recognize.
When the studio sold in 2024, the Henson family donated, or bought Kermit a one-way ticket, to Center for Puppetry Arts in Midtown.
And I can probably use his name now.
Oh my gosh.
Kermit the Frog, dressed as Charlie Chaplin.
All 900 pounds of him will soon be permanently installed atop the center, adding to Atlanta's skyline the world's most famous frog.
What's the timeline then for this Kermit?
Beth Chavo is the executive director.
He was a little beat up, so we want to make sure that he's cared for, and we conserve him and give him a little bit of a juju fresh up, and then mount him in the right place on our property, which is still yet to be determined.
So after a few spa treatments, the California sun can be very drying.
How does he look to you?
He actually looks like he's in pretty good shape.
What about his weight?
He weighs 900 pounds.
So he's a little heavy.
Yes.
Kermit will soon be ready for his Atlanta red carpet or green lily pad debut. Brian Unger, CBS News, Atlanta.
Coming up, we highlight a New York City food staple. Now, it's not bagels, it's not pizza, so any guesses? Plus, David Begnaud introduces us to a Pennsylvania teacher who started a chain reaction of kindness among her students. Does your hometown have a signature dish? I mean, you have the Philly cheesesteak, Baltimore crabs, and Cincinnati chili. Well, our Nate Burleson recently traveled around New York City to learn more about a delicious and iconic staple.
Inside this tiny Brooklyn bodega, Jeremy Batista is perfecting one of New York City's most authentic dishes, the chopped cheese.
It's as simple as it comes. It's basically a cheeseburger chopped up. Right. You've got ground beef, lettuce, tomatoes, ketchup, mayo, and then you gotta add your seasoning. The bread is New York rolls, baked fresh every day for us. And that's as simple as it gets. There's really nothing too complicated about it.
Rumored to have been created by New York City's corner stores in the early 90s as a cheap way to feed customers, the chopped cheese sandwich is a simple dish, but that is what can make it so complicated.
Despite its simplicity, there are several cultures that are influencing it that make it this uniquely American sandwich that comes out of the bodegas of East Harlem.
Tanya Hopkins is a food historian who spoke with me about the birthplace of the sandwich, which is believed to be Blue Sky Deli in New York City's East Harlem.
The ownership of the place is rooted in a Yemen family, I believe. There's something about it that is very linked to Arabic food, you know, chopping of meat and vegetables and bread. And there was a lot of cultural exchange happening on this grill. The folks from Yemen, the folks from the Dominican Republic, and this idea of these American ingredients.
Ooh. The mixture of simple ingredients catapulted the chopped cheese from the city streets to menu boards around the country.
There is this essence of what the chopped cheese is and how it represents the people here.
It's incredibly simple, but it's also incredibly delicious.
At Compton's Sandwich Shop in the East Village, the chopped cheese is one of their best sellers.
She's a beauty.
Alex Compton is the shop's founder.
How do you make a really good chopped cheese?
To make a really good chopped cheese, it's just about using really fresh ingredients, using the best bread you can get, never frozen beef, season it appropriately, cook it the right way, melt the cheese. The chopped cheese is just a New York staple. It's something that you had after the bar, you could have during lunch, you could have it for breakfast if you wanted to.
At Brooklyn's Bodega City, Batista puts his own twists on the classic.
We have 8 different chopped cheese sandwiches.
8 different?
Yeah.
All right, off the top of your head, give me some of the more popular ones.
Most popular one is the Dominicano. It's a Dominican chopped cheese, comes with fried cheese, fried salami, ketchup, mayo, cabbage. We have a chicken chopped cheese, a barbecue chicken chopped cheese with bacon, onion rings. Got a good morning chopped cheese, comes with fried egg, hash browns.
It's born here of American ingredients, put together by hands that, came here from other places.
Yeah.
And
it came from New York.
It came from New York. It came from a bodega.
Yeah.
It came from brown and black food cultures, people coming together to recreate this thing.
Yeah.
That's uniquely American.
All right, coming up, how a dystopian novel is teaching high school kids the importance of giving back.
What do you hope your participation in the project signals to adults watching?
They're older than us and they should be more mature, but they're not doing as much as they could be doing.
Since you didn't know each other before the project started, does it give you some semblance of respect for the person because you know they're participating in this?
100%.
Yes.
To be a part of this community in this class that performed such a good thing for the world was just, it made her class a really welcoming space for me.
David Bagno now introduces us to a teacher who's giving to her students so they can give back to others.
At Hatboro Horsham High School near Philadelphia, Christina Ulmer has two roles. She's the 9th grade English teacher, and she's the kindness lady.
How can our voices elicit social change?
In 2018, Miss Ulmer started the $20 Kindness Challenge.
Here we go.
Every semester, Miss Ulmer gives her students $20 each to put toward a good deed of his or her choice.
I made bracelets for every elementary schooler. Each of them are grouped by grade.
Students will often throw in some of their own money or pool their 20s with classmates.
For my $20 kindness challenge, I donated to a nonprofit called Glad Dogs Nation.
They each have to make a video about what they've learned.
We went to Walmart to get food and we donated the food to St. John's Lutheran Church Food Pantry.
It made us feel like we had a bigger impact than just our budget.
Now we're gonna head to the nursing home. When we left the patient's room, we could overhear them talking about how nice it was and how much they liked the walker bags.
Here's the thing though. The very first stack of 20s that Miss Ulmer handed out actually belonged to someone else.
In 2014, my sister passed away in a car accident. And when we went to the car accident scene, my parents and I wanted something to hold of hers. And in her wallet, she had a stack of cash because as just a side job, my sister was a waitress. So she had all of her tips. And I wanted to do something with the money, but I didn't know what to do with it then.
So the cash sat in a drawer for years. Then in late 2018, it clicked.
I was teaching 9th grade English, and in that class, we read Fahrenheit 451. It's a dystopian novel. It takes place in the future. Everyone's obsessed with their screens. They don't care about each other. And I was trying to teach my students how the book is a warning of how we don't want to become like this society. And then the idea came to me to use my sister's money to teach that lesson, because my sister was always concerned with other people.
Turns out, Miss Ulmer wasn't the only one with a personal draw to the project.
I donated to Parkinson's Research, an association that helps out people who have it. My dad's been suffering from Parkinson's for about 10 years, and the effect that it has on him really inspired me to find something to do with that.
What do you hope your participation in the project signals to adults watching?
They're older than us and they should be more mature, but they're not doing as much as they could be doing.
Since you didn't know each other before the project started, does it give you some semblance of respect for the person because you know they're participating in this?
100%.
Yes.
To be a part of this community in this class that performed such a good thing for the world was just, it made her class a really welcoming space for me.
As word's gotten out, hundreds of donations have poured in, helping hundreds of students to do hundreds of good deeds over the last 6 years.
My name is Amy Smith and I work at Cesar Radney School District.
Teachers across America have reached out to see how they can start their own kindness project.
One of the best takeaways for me was the way that the students described how they felt. It made them light up.
Christina, I cannot thank you enough for the kindness that you have spread in memory of your sister.
But maybe the project's most grateful beneficiary has been the person who started this in the first place.
I can picture her. Like every time the kids are doing something, I see her being like, yeah, that's awesome. I felt better. Like for the first time, I was like, oh, that felt good. And every time the kids would share with me what they did, I felt a little better. This next generation, like, I don't know, to me, they're gonna save the world.
Well, that's our show. I hope this news brightened your day and lifted you up. I'll see you next week here on The Uplift.